Well, good morning. This is Brett, the Inn Living. Having a little fun this Saturday morning. We talked about the other day, we didn't know if the potatoes would be ready this week or next. We got to watching the weather. And according to the Weather Channel, rain's supposed to start Monday night. Terrible good chances of rain all week. I didn't want potatoes set in the ground, be soaking wet, so I got started this morning. Kind of funny. I came out this morning, got up, I was outside by 5:30, brought the camera, got something to drink, got my potato fork out, what little left of it. Got the camera turned on, you know how it is trying to make a video. About the time I hit the record button, my dog started barking. Bongo told absolute fit. I look around, I see nothing. I'm like, what are you barking at, dog? Of course, I fussed on him until I finally got him quiet. I got ready to start the video again. I went to hit the button and I heard my neighbor coming. My neighbor has a tractor shed down here. He keeps his stuff right here in the edge of town. That dog heard him coming. He has a dog too, and they like to bark at each other. I don't know if they play or if they fight or what they do if they ever got together, but he could hear that truck coming way before I knew it was even turned off. He was already barking if the truck got here. I thought, well, that's fine. I turn the camera off. I dig a couple hills. The neighbor get his truck, and he'll go on. He usually get in his farm truck. Well, that took 30 or 45 minutes. I don't know. He had things to do, I guess, while the truck was running. But now we're on to the potato video. I've dug a little over half the row. Hadn't done real good. There's somewhere between, I don't know, 8 or 10 potatoes from these red ones. Some of them big, some of them small. I did have a Yukon Gold mixed in. When we cut our potatoes up, cut our seed potatoes up for planting, I usually just mix them into a couple of buckets and we come out and plant them. It really don't matter to me how they grow, as long as they grow. You occasionally see one in the row here. These Yukon Gold's mostly in one spot, but red's mostly in one spot, but sometimes they get mixed in. Sometimes you get a striped potato. I guess that'd be another video. We're going to continue to dig. If I get this stuff out of the ground, I'll turn the camera back on. I start the next row. Well, I was going to wait to the end or the start of the next row before I turned the camera back on. I thought I'd go ahead and show you what we got dug. This is the first row. I don't know, it's maybe 40 feet long. Not a bad amount of potatoes. It's just nothing really big this time around. There's a few big ones in there. Well, this is the start of row number 2. Struck gold. Yukon Gold. This is the row I put the most of them in. First few plants I started out was just rolling with big potatoes. As I work my way down, it's starting to lighten up quite a bit. I'm still proud of it. That's still a good amount of potatoes. We're going to plant again. If you've seen our show last week, we're doing what's called a garden talk. We're going to start doing it every week, but we're going to plant potatoes for the second round in Tennessee, and that's unusual. We're going to try it. I've got late potatoes planted. We're going to talk about them on a different video. Potatoes we planted for the 3rd time here. Ones we planted out of the Chips Ahoy cup. It's ones I always refer to as change. They're the little tiny potatoes that's not big enough to do anything with, but you always get some on you dig potatoes. I'm still throwing them on the ground and picking up the change later, and I'm putting them in my pockets. I've got a pocket full of change now. It's been going to that Chips Ahoy cup. We're going to try that again. But I'm going to keep digging. I'm almost halfway there. It's going to be a long day. Well, the Yukon Gold started out good and strong. Lots of big potatoes, looking good. About 5-6 feet down, they started dropping off. They still done pretty good, but I usually fuss about Yukon Golds. I love the flavor, I love the potato, but I don't usually get the same amount out of them as I do a red potato. We plant a lot of red potatoes because we're doing this for storage. We like to can these potatoes. On the bumper crop years, we have cut them up and put them up as fries. We've canned them. We've worked every way we could to get them all put up, but we really like the canned potatoes because it's a pretty much ready to go meal. You open a can of potatoes, open some green beans, you got a meal in a few minutes. This row kind of finished out like the other, and it started out strong. As it got down the hill, it got a little weaker. The middle was kind of rough. Like I was thinking about it, why would the middle and the bottom be worse than the top? Even though the top shouldn't have been as strong. I spread my compost this spring. I didn't have much. About March when we was doing all this work, it was unseasonably hot. We was in a hurry trying to get stuff put in while it was hot. And I took the tractor and drove the compost pile down with the cultivators and rolled it into the roll at the top of the garden. I didn't have enough to go all the way through. I rolled it in as I was cultivating, thinking I was working it down the hill. But the compost was pretty heavy. It didn't roll downhill. But the first 5 or 6 feet of the garden, everything seems to be doing a lot better. I got a feeling that's where the compost stayed. But I like one more roll. I gotta get on that. You can see what I got out of this roll. It's about like the other, and it kind of worked out the same. Miss Cindy done got her a 5-gallon bucket full of potatoes, and she got plenty more to go. Well, here's the end result. I was going to show her the third row, but Miss Cindy got in the groove of things, picking up potatoes, and she caught up with me. The time I was done digging, she was done picking them up. We got, what, about 4 or 5 gallon buckets?
Yeah.
Total?
Got 4 of them.
You there? I said something about the change. Oh, that's the change. I call the little tiny ones the change. Of course, we got a bowl full of ones that's already growing eyes. We're going to put them back in the ground. We're going to cut the eyes off, let them dry for a few days, and we're going to make more potatoes. We're going to try it anyway. But that was pretty good harvest for 3 little short rolls. I think it done awful well. We got some good sized potatoes. And we got a few like that here and there. A couple big red ones. I think we've done well for round 1. Stay tuned for the next rounds. Hope you enjoyed the video. God bless.